I'm happier to have, 10 children come to me all at once with a problem than none of them come to me at all, because that shows me that they trust me to help them with the problems they have.
What do you do sometimes when a student walks in and they're feeling a little bit in a bit of a mood? What do you do?
Sometimes I can see that they're like a little bit down. Sometimes they don't want to talk about it. That's fine. But we have a morning routine, and that is that they find a book and they sit down and they read. And we've got a reading corner as well. And I tell the kids, if you need, 5 minutes to yourself, you can just always go sit there. There's pillows, cushions, blankets, it's a physically comfortable place for them to maybe just unwind a little bit. I say, if you want to talk to me anytime through the day, just let me know. If you need a bit of support, and I, try to make them feel comfortable to come see me if they need help, not just with their learning, but also any personal issues as well. Sometimes it's a bit much. Sometimes you get like 15 kids and Miss Dempsey, this happened. And sometimes it's something as small as so-and-so touched me on the shoulder. And it's like, okay, well, let's go through that one. It's a small one, but let's go through it. And then sometimes you get bigger issues. But I'm happier to have, 10 children come to me all at once with a problem than none of them come to me at all, because that shows me that they trust me to help them with the problems they have. And I think that helps them feel comfortable in the classroom, knowing that if they have a problem, there is someone that they can go to help them.
I think one of the key things that you're doing in terms of inclusive education is accessibility. So you're making yourself accessible. I know that's probably going to be a drain on you emotionally as well, and yes, physically, if 15 of them come up. But I think accessibility for inclusive education means that you are creating the community. And because you are the lead in that, you're the teacher, and you are so fundamental to everything that happens in a classroom, you are using your role in order to foster good relationships. So I'm accessible, I'm modeling this for you, and therefore if someone else in the class is in trouble, you will be there for that person as well. So you're doing really good stuff.
Yeah, sometimes when it is that 10 or 15 kids, it's half of them are telling me about the same problem about somebody else. But it's nice to know. Sometimes I'm like, if it's not your problem, we can just leave it. But it's nice to know that they are looking out for each other as well.
That's excellent. Well, if we can probably sum up with some of the strategies that we're doing, maybe we can do that together. I mean, I already saw the community that you are creating in your class, and I think research is showing, as we know, that if classrooms are microcosms of our societies, then we should be practicing the pro-social behaviors that will nurture our societies as well, and that's amazing stuff. So, we're thinking about some of the strategizing that we've been doing in terms of culture and language and race and background, and inviting comment from the outside, but at the same time being very positive in the outlook that we adopt towards student behavior. What did you think were some of the main ideas that we talked about today?
Yeah, I think it's really important to, like you said, it's even an AITSL standard to know your students, because you're not going to be able to teach them if you don't know them. You need to know them so that they know that you're putting effort in for them, and specifically for them individually as well. I think that's really important. I also think it's really important to learn as well about their backgrounds. You're going to get so many students coming through your classrooms. There's going to be so many things that you don't know, and I think it's important to be open-minded to learning new things about them and have them teach you as well. And it's okay if you don't know some things, but as long as you're willing to, putting the effort to understand and get to know the students better so that you can cater things to them that will work.
I think that's going to be excellent, and I think your year ones are very fortunate to have you.
Thank you.
Such a privilege to have a teacher like you, because you are nurturing them as individuals but also nurturing them as a community. So that's excellent. Well done.
Thank you. And it's so lovely as well to hear all your research and your ideas, and outside the classroom, your perspective as well. It's really lovely.
That's excellent. It's good that we are both practicing well and ensuring that our societies are sustained in a more organized fashion, which is good.